Welcome to a live look of Connervale Park. Today's matchup, the Humber Hawks against the Fanshawe Falcons in some OCAA softball action. My name's Adam Lucier, here with my broadcasting partner Matt Caldwell. And the Hawks today, Matt, really have their big first test of the season against these Falcons.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The Falcons are just behind them in the standings, and this is going to be one of the real big tests for our Humber ladies this afternoon.
Yeah, a tough weekend overall for the Hawks. They're taking on the Fanshawe Falcons as we take a look at the standings here. And coming up tomorrow, the Durham Lords are coming into town with that 6-0 record.
Yeah, and as you can see, the Humber has done a really good job of allowing as least many runs as they can while putting as many as they can on the board.
Definitely the standout stat there, the 5 runs allowed by the Hawks. Defense and pitching has not been a concern. Presley Buchanan and Megan Muir have been absolute gold on the mound for the Hawks so far this season. We'll see Presley get the start in game 1 today. It seems as though offense, definitely a concern there. Just 21 runs on the board after 4 games.
Yeah, and Fanshawe being able to score lots of runs in their previous 4 games so far this season, it's going to be a real big test of this pitching staff that Humber's got.
Yeah, a little bit odd to see St. Clair down there 0-4. They're usually a top program when it comes to softball, but those 3 you see topping up that leaderboard, Durham, Humber, Fanshawe, are likely the ones you'll see at the conclusion of this season.
Yeah, I think all in all it's going to be a real fun season, and it's going to be a lot of good softball to watch.
Perfect day for softball here. The sun finally poking through, breeze coming in from the center field wall. As you take a look at the Hawks' last matchup here against Conestoga, they did split that home opener, and they were shut out in game number 1. That's only the 2nd time in the Dwayne Bowles era that this team has been shut out.
Yeah, they were shut out, only 3 runs allowed by the Humbers, but they did respond quite nicely with that 8-0 game right after, showing that they can put just as many runs on the board as Conestoga.
Yeah, they bounced back. Humber struggled in game number 2. They had that 1-0 lead, able to blow it open in that 6th inning. All started off by Alexis FERREIRA. But yeah, you got to leave a pretty bad taste in your mouth getting shut out at home to open up your season. The girls responded in a big way. And it's that type of momentum that they're going to need to carry into this weekend series as they go up against some of the best the province has to offer.
Yeah, you're exactly right. With Fanshawe coming into town, it's going to be a big test for these ladies.
Morgan Lowry will be the one on the hill for the Falcons. As we mentioned, Presley Buchanan will get the start for the Hawks. 1-1 is Buchanan in her 2 starts thus far. Does have a complete game under her record. And is also the owner of a cool 1 ERA. So we'll step aside for the anthem. Just about set here to begin game number 1. Presley Buchanan takes to the mound to begin her warm-ups. Emily Erskine gets the call behind the plate. Buchanan was a big get for the Humber Hawks this offseason for Dwayne Bowles. She's coming from Wayne State, NCAA Division II, and she was a heck of a player over there, a .340 hitter. a strong starting pitcher. She brings a lot to this program.
Yeah, you're exactly right. With all-around tools, she can do damage on both sides of the ball, whether she's pitching or whether she's at the dish.
Buchanan already recording 13 at-bats in these 4 games, and for a pitcher, she's ranking 615. Not too shabby. Pretty good way to start off your Humber career.
Yeah, not too shabby when your pitcher can produce with numbers like that and be able to go out and throw up zeros when she's on the bump.
Samantha Fuller, the catcher, she's going to lead things off for the Falcons. Buchanan pitched well in her last start, but was victimized by walking those leadoff batters. Let's see if she can find her control early on in this contest.
Yeah, definitely through these first couple innings, command is going to be very crucial.
First pitch in there for a strike.
That's a good start. That's what you like to see, going right after these Fanshawe hitters.
Trying to lay down the bunt there, foul ball, 0-2 the count now.
And that's going to be interesting if Fanshawe continues to go with more small ball to start things off, get things going.
Buchanan getting ahead in the count early here. The 0-2 pitch. Fuller having a good battle here with Buchanan. That one called a ball. Looked good from this angle. Buchanan wasn't too pleased with the umpiring in her last start. Didn't get the call she was looking for. Hopefully those days are past.
Tries to go with the off-speed pitch there and got the batter fooled way out in front.
As a leadoff hitter, Fuller's doing a great job of seeing some pitches. Going to help out the rest of her lineup. Obviously the first time they've seen Buchanan in action.
Yeah, that leadoff hitter always has to provide that little bit of scouting report off the pitcher in the first inning.
Dribbler down the third base line there as Fuller continuously fouling off these offerings from Presley.
This is quite the battle to start off the game this afternoon.
And again, yet another foul. Buchanan with a smile on her face. She got going pretty quickly there, 2 straight strikes, and now she finds herself in a battle. Fuller, the .333 hitter, doing some nice work at the dish. The 1-2 just misses for a ball. Count now even.
Fuller showing good plate discipline. Able to low off those really close pitches.
Gets a hold of that one right to the first baseman. Nice play made there by Pasma, one of the most sure-handed players you'll see in the OCAA.
Yeah, it's pretty routine ball to first base. Nothing to it but to do it, step on the base. Good start for these ladies this afternoon.
Kennedy Roth now going to step in to do battle with Buchanan. One down here in the top of the first.
This Buchanan's still just absolutely pumping that strike zone.
Show and bunt. Fouls it towards the backstop. Nice communication by the infield there, Matt, to call that one out.
Yeah, very nice collapse by the Humber defense.
Ferreira and Pasma, your corner infielders. Plenty of range on either side. Roth takes that one for ball 1.
Working ahead in the count once again is Buchanan.
That off-speed pitch is hit hard right through the middle. So Roth going to get things started for the Falcons with that one-out single.
Able to find that ball right through the hole up the middle. Able to find safely on to first. Now it's going to be up to the catcher to see if they can keep the base runners from advancing too much.
Here's Nicole Erb going to try to move that runner over. She's batting .444 and 9 at-bats to start this season. Also has a little pop in her bat. Already has 2 doubles and a home run to her name. You see why with a big rip there.
Yeah, she looked like she wanted to put 2 early runs on the board for her squad with that swing. Hopefully Buchanan can take advantage of it, maybe with a little off speed.
That one hit hard out into right field. Franchetto trying to run that one down, able to get to it. Going to try to double up the runner on first. And plenty of time there. Pasma steps on the bag, and Humber gets an exciting end to the top of the first.
Very nicely done by the Humber defense to be conscious of the runner going way, way too far off the base. She definitely thought that was going to find the gap.
Yeah, that one sure looked good off the bat, but there's a pretty strong gust of wind coming in from that center field wall towards home plate. Saw that ball hang up there a little bit. Franchetto able to track and fire it over to Pasma for the double play.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a factor. The wind is gusting here at Connervale Park, and that's going to be an issue for these outfielders and these infielders if the ball gets too high up in the clouds.
So here's our first look at Lowry as she'll take her warm-up pitches. She's already pitched 8 1/3 innings for her club. Still has a sparkling 0 ERA.
It's going to be a tough test for these Humber hitters. Hopefully they can stay aggressive and get on the board early.
Yeah, Lowry has made 3 appearances so far this year. This will be her first start of the campaign. 7 strikeouts to her name.
She hasn't allowed a walk yet, so that's going to be an indication of her aggressiveness towards the strike zone. So Humber hitters got to be ready to swing those bats.
We saw Buchanan early on really pound that strike zone. It appears as though Lowry's going to do the same. This could be a quick contest if these pitchers don't want to really pitch around any of these hitters. They're going to go straight at them every at-bat. So we have a look there at Alexis Ferreira. She's had a really strong start to the year, batting .700. Awful impressive. Also, 6 stolen bases already in just 4 contests. So as a leadoff hitter, she is incredibly valuable on the base paths.
Yeah, a dangerous weapon for Humber is when she gets on the base pass. Everybody's going to have to pay attention to her. Pitcher, catcher, infielders. She's a real threat.
Discussion on the mound here for the Falcons as they prepare for their first defensive assignment of the day. Morgan Riley. I have the Leafs on the brain after that Marner signing. It's Morgan Lowry, the name I was trying to conjure up. Vieira takes that one high. Vieira working the count early on. It's 2-0.
Staying patient. Leadoff hitter, you're going to want to see as many pitches as you can.
Familiar chance from the Hawks dugout. As that one finds the strike zone. Lowry now 2-1. That one right down the pipe, and Ferreira kicks out a foul ball.
A little unsure if she wanted to swing at that one, but she was able to fight it off. The count moves to 2-2.
Ferreira trying to find her pitch here. Strikes that one down the third base line. Nice play made and able to fire over. That's a hard hit ball to the third baseman, Kaylin Hopkins. Able to scoop and toss it over.
There is a reason why they call it the hot corner, and that is your first example of it right there. Hard hit ball right down the line. Great play by Fanshawe defense.
So Ferreira's absurd 700 batting average will drop just a tad there, but nice to see her put a hard hit ball into play. Alexa Vassos now, the shortstop. She's often impressing with her glove, but no slouch at the plate either. Batting .313 and 16 at-bats thus far. Tied for the team lead with 5 runs scored.
Yeah, she's another important tool for the Humber offense to get her on base.
That's swung on and ripped back to the backstop.
Just missing that one as she keeps herself alive.
Matt,
She's
you mentioned
gonna have to protect.
Sorry, Matt, you mentioned at the top of the inning how Lowry doesn't have a walk yet this year. She hasn't issued a walk, and we're seeing it thus far. She's really going at that strike zone. That's a hard hit ball to the shortstop. Nice scoop on the short hop. Able to make a play. This Fanshawe defense impressive so far. Allie Bergman makes the play at short.
And there's certainly no joke, showing that it doesn't matter where the ball's hit. They're going to do their best to make the play.
So a pretty good start offensively and defensively here. The Hawks putting the ball in play, but Fanshawe's cleaning up the mess.
Yeah, just unable to find those holes, get that ball through.
Murphy trying to get something going here for the Hawks with 2 outs. Murphy takes a look at that off-speed pitch for strike 1.
Haven't seen too many off-speed so far. See if she'll try to mix it in a little bit more.
That one able to find the outside corner for strike 2. Megan Murphy find herself behind here.
Time to protect the zone. Anything close, you gotta be swinging.
That one down in the dirt. Count even at 2s.
Good job showing good patience, being selective. She knows what's a good strike and what's not.
Able to foul that one away. You said it, Matt, protecting the plate. Murphy gets it done there. Murphy's going to be a huge part of this year's team, one of only 2 5-year starters, along with Miranda Pearson.
Yeah, she's going to be a very big veteran presence on this squad.
Swinging strike 3, and Lowry gets the K to end the first. Scoreless after 1.
Yeah, good start by both Fanshawe and Humber pitchers, as Humber did what they could to put the ball in play, but nothing showing after 1.
The runs we've seen thus far this year has come in bunches. Plenty of scoreless innings for the Hawks and their opponents alike. Be interested to see with 2 high-caliber teams like this, what's it going to be that breaks it wide open.
Yeah, it'll be definitely interesting to see if this is going to be a low-scoring affair or a high-scoring affair. Because as you said, both of these 2 teams are very good and they're very potent. So it could come in bunches or none at all.
Both starters with an ERA under 1. Not too accustomed to giving up runs. And they showed why in inning number 1. Clean sheets. Leading off for the Falcons will be Laura Chappell, the first baseman. Stay up to date on all your Humber Hawks varsity news at humberhawks.ca. Catch up on today's box scores as well. Looking ahead to the future. That one well high. Ball 1. Chappell batting .417, hope to continue her strong start to this season.
Yeah, she's got a little bit of power for these Fanshawe Falcons with a bunch of extra base hits, a double and a triple. Good.
3-0 here, Buchanan trying to keep the leadoff runner off the base.
So that one finds the zone. It's going to be important for her to attack these hitters. She's fallen behind her first batter of the afternoon.
Yeah, we mentioned how she had a tendency to walk those leadoff batters in that Conestoga matchup. She did a better job in inning number 1.
But she is able to battle back, full count.
Buchanan, full count. That's swung on, ripped down the third base line. That one will roll foul as these battles continue.
Yeah, that's 2 foul balls in a row right down that third base line. Be interesting to see if FERREIRA decides to play the line a little bit more or stays where she is.
And the leadoff hitter will be on with a walk. That's Chappell.
She's going to want to shake that one off. You never like walking the leadoff batter, but they're going to have to pay attention.
And now with no out, Danny Smith has an opportunity to move the runner over. She shows bunt. It's going to be Presley picking it up. She'll fire to first to get the out. They got the runner in a rundown going to third. Unable to make the tag. That's Chappell sliding in safely to third. Pretty aggressive on the base pass, Matt.
Yeah, it's a good aggressive play by Fanshawe trying to go first to third there on that bunt. But also good heads up by Humber to notice that and move the ball around the field very nicely, but was not able to get the out at third.
Chappell did hesitate, rounding second there, but decided to take off. Worked out in her favor as we try to get third base back into the dirt here. Alexis FERREIRA, that's her home. I'm sure she wants to get it back to normal. See if a little bouncy bounce from the ump will do anything. Nope. All right, let's give it another go. Blue having a hard time. Must have been a hard slide to pop out the bag like that. That's stuck now in there, trying to get it in. There we go, nice round of applause as the left fielder comes in and takes care of third. Jacks of all trade, these Humber Hawks. You can see them preparing this Connor Vale field for setup before and after the game.
Fooled her there with that fastball. Didn't really think like she wanted to swing, but pulled the trigger anyways.
Fanshawe threatening to score here, top of the second, runner on third. That one's put out. A nice grab made by Vassos, and they'll double up the runner at third. What a play by Alexa Vassos.
Well done. Look what I found is she climbed the ladder to get that ball and turned it right back to third to get the double play. Well done.
How about that? A tricky spot there for Presley Buchanan with one out and a runner on third. Leave it to the defensive masterminds on the left side of the diamond, Vassos and FERREIRA, to get it done.
Yeah, definitely good heads-up play to notice that the base runner was a little bit too far off the third, and they were able to turn it over quickly.
Yeah, Chappell had a pretty adventurous run on the base pass there. We saw her go first to third on that bunt, and then doubled up at third. So pitching and defense has really been the shining stars of this one so far.
Yeah, Humber defense able to bail Buchanan out of that minor sticky situation last inning. As Megan Lowry taking her warm-ups, she will look to continue her dominance on the mound.
Coming into this game, Lowry allowing just 2 hits over 8+ innings of work, so she's been tough to get contact off of.
So we got the heart of the order coming up here for Humber. It's going to be a good opportunity for them to put numbers on the board.
Definitely some juice in that dugout after that big double play. And it's the pitcher, Presley Buchanan, going to try to get herself her own run support. High and outside, ball 1. Buchanan already with a team-leading 8 hits to her name.
She'll look to add a couple more this afternoon. She's showing a good eye here at the plate, laying off those high fastballs.
Lowry behind 2-0. That one struck on it, hit hard down the right field line, well foul. Buchanan getting some good wood on that one.
Yeah, good rip there by Buchanan. Looking for some extra bases with that one. Trying to help herself out in any way she can.
The 2-1 on the inside. Count moves to 3 balls, 1 strike.
Again, showing good plate discipline there with that close fastball.
As a pitcher, you get pretty accustomed with each individual umpire's strike zone. Definitely helps in the batter's box. That one's popped up to the first baseman. Able to make the basket catch there is Chappell. So Buchanan, the first out of the bottom of the 2nd. Franchetto now going to step to the dish. Franchetto with some extra base power, 2 doubles in 4 games played.
She was going after that one, looking for extra bases too. Hopefully she can get Humber going with their first base runner.
Franchetto, another important part of this veteran core, a 4th-year player for Dwayne Bowles. She swings and misses at that 1-0 pitch, 0-2 now the count.
Time to protect now. She's got to be smart there at the plate. Watch any of the funny stuff.
Able to foul that one up past the backstop.
And good job able to fight off that high heat, raising that eye level of the hitters.
That's exactly it. It'll be interesting to see what this offering is from Lowry after that 0-2 high fastball. She'll go right back to it. Franchetto plenty early on that pitch.
Showing a good battle here. She is behind 0-2. Protecting that plate as best she can. She wants to see as many pitches in this at-bat.
Swung on and missed. Past 3rd strike. She's got to go. Unable to leg it out. Franchetto, I don't think she realized that the ball got past the catcher. Fuller there with a pass ball. But still able to recover and get the play at first.
Yeah, that's something that even the batters have to pay attention to for a 3rd strike. If it's in the dirt, you got to be ready to run.
Kate Kostuch here, fresh off fixing 3rd base, going to get an at-bat. A big gust of wind moves through here at Connervale. That one struck hard into right field. That'll drop in for a base hit. That ball gets away as Kostuch gonna think about it, but will stay on first base. Big hit to get a base runner here for the Hawks.
Yeah, first base runner here for Humber. with only 2 outs. Maybe 2-out rally. See if they are aggressive on the base pass or if they are just going to focus on the hitter.
Brianna Oliver, the hitter. If you're lucky enough to come early to one of these matchups, she's one person that sure is fun to watch taking BP. She puts them over the fence with regularity.
Yeah, she puts her tag on the ball when she wants to, that's for sure.
Hit hard to the shortstop. That one gets through. KOSTUCH going to stay at second. Bree Oliver finds herself on first base with a 2-out single.
The makings of a 2-out rally here for Humber. 2 back-to-back singles.
We mentioned it before, when the bats get hot, they get hot together. And that's what we've seen here in the bottom of the second. Emily Erskine looking in at the signs of head coach Dwayne Bowles.
Erskine with a runner in scoring position. She'll be looking to cash.
KOSTUCH coming far off the base on second. We've already seen a pass ball. You got to think another one here. Runner's going to go.
Yeah, and she's in plain view of the catcher. Catcher has eyes on her, so she's going to be in the catcher's head.
Erskine holds off that one. They're going to throw back to first. Bree Oliver back in time, but a fairly close play there.
Yeah, it's important, even though you are the trailing base runner, to pay attention. You never know when that snap throw is coming your way.
Yeah, catcher Fuller maybe trying to catch Oliver off guard there, as most of the attention was being paid to KOSTUCH on second. 2-0 swung on and missed by Erskine.
A little ahead of that one.
Just the 6th at-bat for Erskine of this young season. 1 hit to her name. That one swung and foul. Erskine hanging in tough here with Lowry. Oliver at first, KOSTUCH at second. 2 outs in the bottom of the second, a 2-2 count.
Pressure on Lowry to make a good pitch here.
Again, foul to that same spot.
Again, hanging tough. It is Erskine showing she's not going down without a fight.
The dugout really getting into this at-bat. They realize how big this moment is in this ball game. Still early. 3rd time in a row she'll foul one down the third base line.
She's been out in front of a couple of these fastballs. Hopefully she can hold back and drive one, put some grass stains on the ball.
Swinging strike 3. Erskine unable to get it done. Another K for Lowry. So the Hawks will leave runners stranded on first and second. We're still scoreless after 2.
Well, we're starting to see a little bit of life from these Humber offense as they had 2 base runners last inning. It's up to Buchanan to keep those runners off the base pass for Fanshawe.
Nice work by Morgan Lowry in that second inning. That's the first little bit of adversity she's seen in today's game, able to pitch herself out of it. Be sure to follow @HumberHawks across social media to get all the latest on your varsity athletes, as this varsity season really starting to ramp into form here. I mean, we got rugby on the go, baseball and softball back in the swing of things, and it's a fun time to be a Humber Hawks fan, and you can catch all the stats, info, and news on social.
Yeah, exactly. Rugby, soccer, men, women. It's a wonderful time to be a Humber Hawks sports fan and a sports fan in general. as we have a wonderful day today. Sun is shining here at Connervale Park as we get set for our third inning here. Hopefully the Humber defense can stay as tight-knit as they have been, pulling a couple of double plays.
That's exactly right. Buchanan has pitched well, but has got help from her teammates when she needed it.
And as a pitcher, you never want to do everything yourself. It's always good to be able to rely on your defenders who are behind you.
The right fielder, Paige Askew, going to get things started for the Falcons. The 1-1 hit to Ferreira at third. She's got time, able to make the play over to Pasma. Cool, calm, and collected Alexis Ferreira.
Yeah, that's an easy routine play. But still good hustle down the line to try to beat that out.
With how quick Ferreira's hands are, she could really play really tight in that third base line. She plays pretty close to home.
Yeah, making that hot corner feel even hotter the closer you get to those batters.
Pitcher on pitcher duel here. Buchanan and Lowry.
Definitely as a pitcher going up against the other team's pitcher, this is the out that you really, really want to get.
Already one down for the Hawks in this inning. Big swinging strike there, 2-1.
Able to fight back, staying aggressive, attacking that strike zone.
Not many hard hit balls coming off the pitches of Presley Buchanan today. She's been impressive thus far as that one misses high.
Humber defense got to be on their toes as it is a hitter's count.
3-1 to Lowry. Struck on, fouled off the fence.
Well done by Presley Buchanan to fight all the way back to make it a full count.
The payoff pitch for Buchanan. That's low, and Lowry's gonna walk herself on down to first base. Kaylin Hoppins now with an opportunity to move the runner over. 2 hits in 9 at-bats for Hopkins.
That one misses. Buchanan starting to look a little uncomfortable there on the mound.
The 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. Buchanan starting to pick up on those swinging strikes. And that wind causing havoc around Connervale today. Doesn't seem to be affecting the hitters much, but
big swing and a miss there as Buchanan had her completely fooled.
as we try to get control over the broadcast tent here, as the wind has other ideas. The 1-2 goes high, drop by Erskine. Runner's gonna go to second. In there safely as Vassos couldn't get the tag down in time. That throw just a tad late from Emily Erskine.
Heads up there by Lowry, good base running as she saw that the Humber catcher was falling asleep there. She was able to use that delayed steal very effectively.
Yeah, Erskine just lost it in her feet for half a second. That's all it took. 3-2 pitch here to Hopkins. That's low, ball 4. So after the Hawks got a couple base runners in the bottom of the second, now the Falcons return with 2 on in the top of the 3rd.
Yeah, 2 back-to-back walks there by Buchanan as they take a little time to themselves on the mound, take a little breath, figure out what they want to do, and hopefully Buchanan can work her way back to attacking that strike zone as she has in the first 2 innings here this afternoon.
The catcher, Samantha Fuller, an opportunity for her here. Still looking for the first run of this ball game.
Humber defense on their toes with 2 base runners aboard.
Ferreira playing tight to the line here. Could be a bunt opportunity for Fuller, but she seems to want to swing the bat. She does there for strike 2.
Yeah, she looks like she's fully swinging away. No small ball today.
Yeah, a little bit of
those big drives.
Interesting choice by head coach Catherine Arthur. I think this would be a prime bunting spot. Gonna let Fuller hit, and she'll pop one into right field. Foul the call. Runner trying to advance to 3rd, but gonna have to turn around and head right back.
Yeah, definitely interesting with the call there to let her swing. Considering she is leadoff hitter, she's got speed. They could use that sacrifice bunt, but they're deciding to go.
The 1-2 swung on and fouled back.
Buchanan finding herself a little bit here. She's starting to pound that strike zone once again.
She's allowed 2 base runners in this inning. A ground ball might get her out of it. That one misses on the inside.
Two and 2 here, looking for a ball on the ground so they can turn to themselves.
That off-speed pitch swung on to Pasma. Nice diving play at first, chance at second. Can't get the runner, and KOSTUCH will pick it up from left field. Great play by Haley Pasma.
Yeah, Pasma sacrificing her body to make the play. Just was unable to fire a strike onto second to be able to double them up.
That one didn't hang in the air for long, but Pasma with a great first step, able to hustle down that line and make a play. First pitch swinging is Kennedy Roth.
But Humber is still not out of it yet with a runner in scoring position. They still have to be on their toes.
2 down for the Hawks, top of the 3rd. Pitch outside, 1-1 now the count.
And Roth is no slouch at the plate, having a .571 average to start this season.
It's good enough for the team lead.
Buchanan falls behind 2-1 here.
A little bit of an unsure swing there from Roth, but able to foul it away.
Yeah, those are those sigh of relief foul balls where you knew it was definitely a ball, but you got lucky with the batter deciding to swing.
That one will miss. The count now full. Big pitch upcoming with 2 outs and 2 on.
The runners will be on the move.
Buchanan, the 3-2, swung on and missed. Buchanan gets herself out of the inning. That's a big spot there for the Hawks.
Well done by Buchanan to give herself a pat on the back with that strikeout, helping her out with 2 Fanshawe runners on. Was looking difficult, but they were able to do the job and get out of it.
We remain scoreless as the Hawks will come up for the third time. And it's been a bend but don't break type of day for either side, allowing some base runners, but still not a run on the board.
Yeah, defense doing what their job is, keeping those runs off the board and keeping those goose eggs. As Megan Lowry will come back out and take her turn on the mound.
Lowry's been impressive thus far. Keeping this strong Humber offense off the board. Stepping up to the plate for the Hawks, the center fielder, Hannah Koziolek. Hawks have done well this season of getting that leadoff runner on, just have had trouble cashing him in. Swinging strike from Koziolek.
She's looking to jump on one early, get that leadoff runner aboard. She tried the soft stuff there with the breaking ball.
Koziolek looking for her second hit of this campaign.
That one goes right to the backstop.
That's an easy take when it's above the eyebrows.
Yeah, but even then, with those high balls, those are nice close to your eyes and they look enticing, even though you know that they're not really good to swing at.
And they also allow the pitcher to really change the eye line of the hitter. You see that come in right at the eyeballs. The next one comes in at the ankles, kind of throws off your perception.
Yeah, you get that high hard stuff and then the low soft stuff.
Swinging is Koziolek. That one hitting foul territory, will be a dead ball. A little bit of a discussion there as coaches on Fanshawe thought perhaps that touched Koziolek in play. Koziolek will trot on down to first with the walk.
Good battle there by Koziolek as she takes the leadoff walk and puts a leadoff runner aboard. This is exactly what Humber needs to start this inning, as they're going to turn the lineup over as Alexis Ferreira will take her second at-bat.
Leading off in the 9 spot, so important that you get on base, and as you mentioned, Matt, able to turn the lineup over. Show and bunt is Ferreira. That one fouled down the third base line.
Yeah,
so
Fanshawe ready for that bunt. As you could see, both the first baseman and third baseman playing real shallow before that pitch was even tossed.
Yeah, we haven't seen much small ball today, but even with a 700 batting average, Dwayne Bowles is A-okay with Ferreira trying to drop down the bunt here. Plenty of speed to get down that base pass. 6 steals for her. Swinging at the second pitch, little change in strategy for Alexis.
But now with 2 strikes to her name, she's got to protect.
Oh, 2 the count for Ferreira. Koziolek on first. Koziolek is going. No one covering the bag, and that'll drift into center field. Koziolek with the stolen bag. That's a big steal there to break up that double play.
Yeah, exactly. That double play is super crucial, and that steal definitely breaking that up allows these Humber hitters to feel a little bit more comfortable in the batter's box as they know they have a runner in scoring position.
First steal of the year for Koziolek.
Any ball on the ground is going to move her over.
Alexa Vassos stares in at the 1-0 pitch. Swinging miss.
Way ahead of that off-speed pitch. Maybe thought she was going to get a fastball. As we hear words of encouragement from the Humber bench.
Vassos cranks one down the left field line for a foul ball. 0-2 still to count.
Important to put the ball in play and move that runner over.
That one swung on a dribbler down the first base line. Vassos with legs. They'll get the out at first as Kozielek will march on down to third base.
But yeah, again, Vassos doing her job, putting the ball in play and getting Kozielek over to third. As now it's Murphy's turn to try to score the first run of this ball game.
Megan Murphy, the fifth-year starter. Swinging at the first pitch. Murphy with a big chance to break the ice for the Hawks here. Murphy swings at the hard hit ball down the line. That's a fair ball. Kozielek's gonna score. Murphy's on her way to second. And she'll hold up there for a stand-up double.
Huge double there by Megan Murphy to put Humber up 1-0.
And there's the icebreaker we were talking about. Megan Murphy with the RBI double. Cashes Kozielek, and the Humber Hawks are on the board.
Great rip just down that first base line. As soon as she saw it get past that first baseman, she knew she was going 2 all the way.
Yeah, that sounded great off the bat. Only question was, would it drop in fair?
Now it's Buchanan's turn to try to help herself out a little bit more.
Swinging on the first pitch. Hawks in these last couple innings really have been aggressive early in counts.
Yeah, well, Megan Lowry has proven that she's able to throw strikes. So not a bad call to be aggressive at the plate.
Buchanan with some run support now, looking for more.
Good take there as that one was in the dirt.
And after that run, the dugout on their feet. Presley takes that one well high. 2-1 to count. 2 outs to the bottom of the third, 1-0 Humber. Buchanan trying to find some green grass. That one's hit to third. Throw over to first in time for the out. The Falcons get out of the inning, but the Hawks do score a run. Kozielek scores on the Megan Murphy double.
Now Buchanan's got to feel a little bit more comfortable taking that mound with a lead.
So the Hawks clinging to a 1-run lead here. Don't forget, Hawks Nation is the official Humber Varsity fan club. You can follow them at Humber Hawks Nation. Always at the varsity events, giving away goodies. So as Erskine throws down to second, we'll have a meeting on the mound before we begin inning number 4. Nicole Erb, the designated player for Fanshawe, will lead off.
Important inning here for Humber to try to keep that goose egg on the board for Fanshawe. Defense has to be on their toes.
Swinging on the first pitch is Erb for strike 1.
Good start there by Buchanan.
That one bounces in for a ball. Got away from Buchanan there. The 1-1 offering. Swung on and hit foul. That one plinkos around the dugout.
Once again, Buchanan working ahead in the count.
That one swung on a tip. Erskine couldn't close the glove in around it. New life at the plate for Herb.
Yeah, Herb just managing to get a tiny piece of that to keep herself alive. Erskine unable to hold on to that one.
Looking for the first out of the 4th inning. The 1-2 pitch to Herb. Swung on and ripped. That's a fair ball past Ferreira at third. KOSTUCH's gonna have to chase that one down in the corner. Herb's at second. She'll stay there for a stand-up double. A nice start to inning 4 for the Fanshawe Falcons.
It's going to be a big test here for Buchanan and the Humber defense to try to keep the Falcons off the score sheet.
After putting a run on the board, you got to think you're hoping for a 1-2-3 inning, as you always do. Not the ideal start for the Hawks, but Buchanan's shown an ability to pitch herself out of these situations so far today.
Yeah, she's been able to stay as composed as possible, and she's been able to work through a couple of jams.
Inside once again to Chappell. Chappell was stranded at third her last time up.
As she battles back there with called strike 1.
Buchanan looks into Erskine. That one in there for a strike count, even at 2s. That one struck and hit out, took a stuck at left. She's got a long way to go. That one a foul ball, but just barely. Chappell wanted that one. That Fanshawe dugout came alive until both arms came up of the home plate umpire. Foul ball.
Yeah, Buchanan catching a break there with that one going foul.
And you got to think another 3 feet over to the right, we would have a tied ball game. KOSTUCH really shading over towards center field. She had a long way to run to the line there. Full count to Chappell. Another foul ball. As these Falcons are seeing a lot of pitches coming off the hands of Presley Buchanan.
Yeah, they are doing a real good job of battling her every single at-bat.
Again, the 3-2. Ball 4 issued. Chappell down to first base.
As now the double play is available for the Humber defense.
Play is at any bag, as we'll have a meeting at the mound as Dwayne Bowles comes out and has a chat with his starter. Buchanan's pitched well today. Found herself in a couple tight spots, but able to get out of them. She finds herself in yet another one here. Runners on first and second with no out.
As everybody takes their position.
fielders get set as we await the 0-2 pitch to Danny Smith. Bunt shown, foul down the line. Apologies, that was a clean count before 0-1 now. That's why you see Smith with the willingness to bunt.
Yeah, Smith trying to play the small ball just to move her runners over.
Showing bunts again, that one goes by her. Didn't appear as Smith pulled back on the bunt, but ruled that she did not make an attempt at that pitch. A little surprising.
Yeah, that looked like she bunted right through the ball there. But they'll have to shake that one off.
Showing bunts again. That's a dribbler right in front of home. Ferreira picks it up, able to get the play at first base. Over to third. Runner's in there safely. Nice work by Ferreira to at least get the sure out at first.
Yeah, they were able to get the sure out, but the Falcons runners moved over, and now they got two in scoring position here with only one out.
Double play opportunity gone now with two runners in scoring position. Bergman with a big chance to get Fanshawe the lead here. Buchanan will start her off away.
Important for Buchanan to try to attack this batter.
That one hit hard into right field. Tracking is Franchetto, able to make the play. Tagging is the runner. There's going to be a play at the plate. Out! Nice throw by Franchetto to get Erskine at home. And that's huge to keep the Falcons off the board.
That'll be the double play to end the inning. Very well done there by Humber, as that ball wasn't hit too deeply, but they took the gamble and tried to score on the tag up.
Really surprised to see the runner go home from third there, tagging on the play. That ball just barely hit into the grass in right field. Perfect throw, perfect tag.
Very good job by Humber to able to escape the jam.
So we discussed about Buchanan as she's allowed some base runners today, but once again, relying on that defense, gets another double play out of them to get herself out of trouble. Fanshawe's bats haven't gone too cold today, but yet they're being kept off the board. Morgan Lowry gets warmed up for the bottom of the fourth inning. Starting things off for the Hawks after that impressive double play, it'll be Sarah Franchetto. Costa came out brand new to this coaching staff. He's getting himself acquainted with the umpires, asking about why that bunt was ruled a no attempt and a no-go. Well, that play is now in the books. We look ahead as Franchetto steps in against Lowry. Swinging on the first pitch, fouls it back over the backstop. Hawks looking to extend this 1-0 lead. Megan Murphy with an RBI double into right field to cash Hannah Kozielek from second. Swinging strike. Franchetto finds herself behind quickly. The 0-2 is a bouncer. Gets by the catcher Fuller. 1-2. Dugout coming alive. Bottom of 4 here at Connervale Park. The 1-2. Inside. Nice work by Fanshawe. Found herself behind early, able to battle back here. All the way to a full count now. Fanshawe with a nice at-bat. Ball 4. Fanshawe comes all the way back from an 0-2 count to earn herself the walk. Leadoff runner on for the Hawks here in the bottom of 4. Cake is stuck in there with no out. The first pitch to Kostuch, she's showing bunt. That one heads foul down the third base line. Dwayne Bowles asking for some small ball out of Cake Kostuch here, trying to move the runner over. Takes the signs from Dwayne Bowles down at third. Kostuch gonna swing, and again foul. Showed bunt, but swinging after going down by a strike. Fanshawe, the base runner. Kostuch down 0-2. Swung and popped straight up. That one back into the bleachers. Both Hawks hitters this inning have found themselves down in the hole 0-2. Kostuch gonna try to get out of it like Fanshawe did. Able to protect the plate there. Swinging at the last second. With 2 strikes, the bunt is off the table. The first ball at the up bat. The 1-2 from Lowry. Swinging, strike 3. Kostuch goes down on strikes. That's the first out of this inning. Up steps Bree Oliver. Oliver with a big rip there, looking for extras. Fanshawe with 2 stolen bases on the year, but she's holding tight at first. Oliver able to hold off on that one, 1-1 to count. Lowry battling here. High once again. Fuller's going to go out there and have a talk with Lowry. Pitcher and catcher trying to get on the same page here. As Blue comes out to break it up. All set for the 2-1 pitch. Again, 3 balls in a row, well high on Bree Oliver. Lowry not giving her anything to hit here. Swinging is Oliver. Down goes Franchetto. Is she in? Safe on the head first slide. Third stolen base of the year for Sarah Franchetto. It was an awful close play, but getting in safe is Franchetto head first. A discussion here between the umpires. Call remains as call stands. So Franchetto breaks up the double play opportunity for the Falcons. Oliver with a full count. Swinging and fouling it away. Oliver looking for her first hit of the 2019-2020 season. Came into this game with just 4 at-bats. Swung on, it's a little dribbler to the third baseman. She's gonna try to leg it out. Play made, Franchetto trying to advance to third. Able to slide underneath the tag. A productive out for Bree Oliver as she's able to move Franchetto from second to third. With 2 outs, here's the catcher, Emily Erskine. A chance for the Hawks to double their lead here in the bottom of 4. Lowry looks into Fuller. First offering to Erskine. Swung on and dribbled towards the backstop. Erskine trying to cash a run with 2 outs here. Takes that one high. Seen that time and time again from Lowry. If she's going to miss the strike zone, it's often high. The 1-0. Again, fouled back out of play. Erskine swings and misses. Will go down on strikes, and that's the end of 4. 1-0. The score remains for the Hawks. We'll see if it's Buchanan who's the one who ends up trotting out to the mound. You got to think she'll stay in this one. She's been impressive today. As we take a look, a week at a glance for this Humber Hawks softball team. We mentioned Durham coming to Connervale tomorrow, 1-3. The scores, you can catch those all on HSN. That's a big test and a chance for the Hawks to scoot up the rankings. Both Seneca and St. Clair stand at an 0-4 record. So after a very tough inning, or a tough weekend playing some tough opponents, the schedule definitely lightens up later in the week. Buchanan back on the hill for the Hawks. She's going to continue into the 5th inning. See the head coach for the Fanshawe Falcons, Catherine Arthur coming to frame there. Starting things off for Fanshawe in the 5th inning, Paige Askew. First-year player out of London, Ontario. Swinging on the first pitch. Ferreira scoops that one up in foul territory.
Yeah, Ferreira really guarding that line, more so than a lot of other batters.
Buchanan ahead, 0-1. Foul tip, swinging strike, 0-2 now the count. Buchanan well ahead here.
Yeah, good start here to this 5th inning. This lead batter ahead 0-2.
That one foul towards the Humber dugout. As even with an 0-2 count, Buchanan looks to fire it in the strike zone.
Yeah, we'll see if she tries anything different, whether she tries to raise the eye line a little bit with the high heat or if she tries to throw some off speed.
We'll see what Buchanan has in store with 2 strikes. How about another one? Strike 3, caught looking.
Right down Broadway, that was.
Buchanan with a strong start to the 5th inning.
I think Askew definitely had another pitch in mind for that one, as she was completely fooled as that was a fastball right down the middle.
The pitcher, Morgan Lowry, now to do battle with Buchanan. A check swing there. Appeal down to first, no swing called. Nice work by Erskine there to ask for an appeal to first base. That's in there for a strike, 1-1 the count. Buchanan right back in the strike zone.
Keeping aggressive here is Buchanan.
In there for strike 2. Buchanan really seems to be finding her rhythm here in inning number 5. The 1-2. High and inside to Lowry. Count even.
Even though we are in the top of the 5th, Buchanan still looks like she's got a lot of gas in the tank. Still pumping that fastball down there.
The familiar smile still on the mound as yet another strikeout for Buchanan. Make it 2 in the inning. She's saving her best stuff for late in this game, Matt.
Yeah, she's definitely come alive here in this half inning, going right after these Falcon hitters.
2 Falcons up, 2 Falcons down as Kaylin Hopkins steps up. Sure, not the time of the game. You want to step up against Buchanan.
No, but she's just as aggressive, hacking at that first pitch strike.
Buchanan with her apologies. Hopkins with 2 hits and 9 at-bats for herself on the season. And Buchanan absolutely dealing right now, ahead 0-2.
She's painting that picture frame absolutely beautifully right now. Able to command her fastball impeccably.
That one hit to Ferreira. It's popped off the wrist. Tough hop there. Vassos will pick it up and fire it back into Buchanan. So maybe a chance there to get out of the inning, but Ferreira couldn't get a hold of it.
Yeah, she got that little in-between hop there and took it right off her wrist. And shortstop was doing her can to cover, but just ball got a little bit too far away from her.
Gotta imagine that'll go down as a E5 for Ferreira. Hopkins now stands on first base. Up comes Samantha Fuller.
Samantha Fuller is top of shop here for Fanshawe.
Takes pitch number 1. That ball in the dirt, but Hopkins will stay put on first. Fuller with a hard rip at that pitch into foul territory. Pasma going to try to make a play. Unable to do so as it's right up against the fence.
Yeah, those ones are very tough plays when that ball is just really, really close to the fence, but not quite about to go over. As an infielder, you are super weary of that chain link fence.
The 1-1 pitch. Off speed, fouled away.
Fooled her a bit, but Fuller did a very good job of staying back.
Yeah, you saw her double clutch a little bit on that pitch. That was coming right to the strike zone. But a lot taken off it from Buchanan as she's showing off the full arsenal here. Plenty of confidence after the 2 strikeouts in this inning. Hard hit ball, once again foul. Fuller finding herself behind on Buchanan's offerings.
Yeah, Buchanan has definitely been most at home when she's been working ahead.
Hit hard into center. Kozielek going to try to camp out under it. Able to do so, so Hopkins does get on, but Buchanan with an awfully impressive inning with those 2 early strikeouts. Hawks doing a great job of maintaining this lead here, Matt.
Yeah, it's definitely been a close one, and it has not been without Humber's fair share of scares, with a couple of leadoff walks in inning 1 and 2, and 2 runners on in inning 3. Humber has done a very good job being able to keep that goose egg next to Fanshawe's name.
Yeah, this game has been all the evidence you need of just how evenly matched these clubs are. Strong pitching on either side, plenty of runners left stranded.
And great defense to boot. Lots of double plays, some good catches, some good heads-up baseball, all in all.
You'd love to see it early in this season. What's been a beautiful sunny day here at Connervale. That wind finally letting off a little bit, causing havoc.
Yeah, definitely causing havoc for us. I can only imagine what it would be like for those outfielders dealing with the ball in the air.
Fuller trots out behind home, ready to get the starter Lowry warmed up. She's gone 4 strong innings thus far.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking a lot about Buchanan's strengths, but Lowry has been her equal this afternoon, only allowing the 1 run from the big double by Megan Murphy.
Such a good season. That is the very first earned run allowed by Morgan Lowry all season long. As we mentioned, 3 appearances for her, 8 1/3 innings pitched. Koziolek polished off the last half inning with a catch in center field. She's going to lead this one off.
Yeah, she's going to look to get this Humber offense going. Bottom of the 5th here. With only a 1-run lead, they're going to look to add to that.
Buchanan's pitched so well, you got to think the Hawks would love to give her a little more insurance here. As this game flying by, already in the bottom of 5. The Koziolek chants rain out from the dugout. As she takes strike 2, count even.
She's got to protect the zone now. She knows Laurie's going to come right after her.
The 2-2 from Lowry. Koziolek, nice work just to foul that one off.
Good job staying back, recognizing that that was an off-speed pitch, holding back and pulling the trigger to keep herself alive.
The classic 2-strike swing there. Not swinging for the fences, just swinging for contact. Koziolek in tough. Swinging strike 3 on the off-speed pitch. Morgan Lowry gets her on strikes.
As we're going to go to the top of the shop here, as Alexis Ferreira steps in. the better hitters on this Humber squad. She's going to look to get things going here with one out.
Ferreira's definitely been the offensive MVP as we see her lay down a bunt to the pitcher, Lowry. Double clutching on the throw and dropped.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there. Who's going to cover first base?
Yeah,
Pitcher didn't really know who to throw to.
Yeah, that's exactly it, Matt. You saw Chappell really dart in trying to cover that bunt, and it was the second baseman, Danny Smith, who tried to cover the bag, but no one was there.
Yeah, it was a good job by the second baseman to recognize that first baseman's going to dive and cover, but they both decided to turn and run back.
So Ferreira definitely dangerous on the base pass. 6 stolen bases for her. That's enough for the team lead. Trying to move her along is Alexa Vassos. Hawks trying to extend their 1-run lead here, bottom of 5 at Connervale Park.
Be interesting to see if they set up a little hit and run.
We'll see how creative Dwayne Bowles gets here in this spot. Vasso swings on that one, pops it up towards the backstop. No play there for Samantha Fuller.
Yeah, it could be a good opportunity here for a hit and run with Ferreira's speed on base. Vassos knows how to put the ball against the bat. Corner infielder's poking in a little bit.
Vassos takes that one high, a big lead for Ferreira. She'll slide in safely head first. Seems as though when the ball comes to the catcher, she's almost tempting that throw over to first, maybe hoping for an errant throw into right field, looking to advance.
Yeah, she's doing a good job of staying inside the catcher's head.
Ferreira, the distraction on the base pass for Lowry as she puts that one into Vassos. Popped up into foul territory, no play for Hopkins.
Putting up a good battle here. It's 2-2.
Often does. Vassos a key part offensively for this team. 5 runs scored already in 4 games this year.
Yeah, showing her good effort and getting on base.
Runner's gonna go. Ferreira's in easily. That throw not nearly in time.
Yeah, the batter was walked, so not necessary for the throw.
But the slide sure looked good, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you got to get that white uniform dirty somehow. It was never a good game unless you got your white shirt dirty.
Every day is laundry day on the softball team. Pristine white jerseys covered in dirt now. That one on the outside corner for strike 1 to Megan Murphy. Megan Murphy has been the star in this one so far. Her RBI double scored Kozielek earlier in this contest, the only run on the board.
Proving to be the difference in this ball game.
That struck to the shortstop. No play made as Murphy legs that one out down to first base, so we got the bases juiced with 1 out in the bottom of 5.
Yeah, good effort there by Alexis Ferreira to run hard to third base, getting in the head of the shortstop. And you could see the indecision. She had no idea where she wanted to go with the ball there.
And we're going to have a meeting on the mound with Catherine Arthur and the rest of the Fanshawe Falcons. As Matt, this moment is a little bit of do or die. A 1-run lead as we're in the bottom of 5. Got to contain the Hawks here if you hope to come back.
Yeah, if you're the Falcons, this is definitely going to be a big next couple batters here. The defense has to be on their toes. I'm assuming they're probably going to look for the play at home.
Looks as though we're going to have a pitching change. Looks like it's Chappell who's going to work the mound now for the Falcons.
She's going to move over from first base and take the duties on the mound.
You got to commend Lowry for a strong day pitching today, but a tough spot here. They're going to look for a fresh arm on the mound.
Yeah, she's not out of it yet. All 3 runners on board are her responsibility.
Chappell has pitched the most innings for the Falcons this year, 9 1/3 innings pitched. She does carry, however, an 8.25 ERA, allowing 11 earned runs in her 2 appearances.
And this is going to be a big at-bat for Buchanan, as she can help herself out a ton if she can put the ball into a hole.
If you want something done right, you got to do it yourself, they say. And that's what Buchanan's going to have the opportunity to do.
And with that little bit of room with only 1 out, they could maybe try something fancy or just let her swing away.
And for the Falcons, obviously the double play is in effect, though. As you mentioned, Matt, probably going to try to go for that run at home, as in a 1-run game. That's ultra valuable.
Yeah, I definitely think if they don't get the double play ball up the middle, you got to think the corners are going to be sending it home.
Presley Buchanan in a big spot here for her. 1 out, bottom of 5, bases loaded. Chappell now the pitcher. First pitch in there high, ball 1.
Good idea to stay patient here to see the first few pitches of the new pitcher. Get a read of what Chappell's got.
Crowd getting into this one now. Off-speed pitch, pops straight up. Could be a play for Fuller here. Makes the catch in foul territory. That's a big out to retire Presley Buchanan.
Yeah, Presley getting a little bit fooled on that off-speed pitch, popping it straight up in the air.
2 outs now for the Hawks. If Fanshawe is able to get out of here unscathed, this could be a huge moment for them as they try to begin their comeback.
Yeah, it'll be important for Franchetto not to think about doing too much damage and just put the ball in play.
Franchetto's had a good day, a couple nice plays made in the field. Also able to get on base a few times. She's going to need to here. Takes that one in the dirt, runner coming home, no throw. In there, safe, no issue. Coming home again, another run. That's Vassos scoring. Back-to-back, Ferreira and Vassos come in to steal home on the play.
And Megan Murphy doing a good job of heads-up baseball, making her way all the way to third.
Ferreira barely to her feet before Vassos came charging in with the slide home. We were thinking it was going to take a big hit, Matt, and sure enough, it's a pass ball that scores 2 runs.
Yeah, sometimes the pass ball is the one that breaks it open a little bit more than you'd think.
So Fuller let that one get behind her, results in runs scored by Ferreira and Vassos. Franchetto remains at the dish.
And some sloppy defense there by the Falcons, throwing the ball around a little bit.
Franchetto pops one up into left field, going to be in foul territory. No play for the left fielder, Katie Berg.
It's a good rip there by Franchetto. That definitely would have put at least one more run on the board for Humber if that was in fair territory.
It's got to take a little pressure off of Franchetto's shoulder to see 2 runs already coming to score on her at-bat without her having really to do anything. That one in the dirt as well, another pass ball. Coming home is Murphy, that throw gets away. 3 runs scored by the Hawks in this inning, all on pass balls. And Franchetto cleared the bases without ever having to swing. This at-bat began with the bases loaded, now bases cleared for Franchetto. All 3 coming in to steal home. Franchetto will go down on strikes to end the inning, but what an inning it was for the Humber Hawks. Cashing in 3 runs to take a 4-zip lead.
Yeah, and 2 of those runs were scored with 2 outs. Well, 3 of them were scored with 2 outs, but 2 of them were scored with 2 strikes there on Franchetto. So, good job by Humber to take advantage of the sloppy defensive play by Fanshawe.
Not what the Falcons were looking for with that pitching change, going from Lowry to Chappell. As Chappell let a few of those pitches get away from her, and it really cost the Falcons big time. This lead jumps out to 4 runs.
Yeah, as it is the top of the 6th, Fanshawe doesn't have many more opportunities to try to claw back. But Humber will be sure to do everything they can to make sure the Falcons keep their goose egg.
They've struggled to give Presley Buchanan a lot of run support at her starts thus far this year. You got to think they would love to get her the shutout here. Buchanan has already pitched a complete game. She seems to be on her way to another one here. Does not have a shutout yet, though. Would love to tick one in that column today.
And still no signs of slowing down here by Presley Buchanan. Still absolutely gassing the ball towards home plate.
The 1-0 in the dirt. Buchanan trying to find her control here in the top of 6th. Ball 3 a little bit high.
Falling behind the number 2 hitter here as the heart of the order is coming up. You're not going to want to walk the leadoff hitter.
KENNEDI Roth takes that one for a strike. 3-0 the count. She'll take strike 1.
Humber defense got to be on their toes with the hitter's count here.
Roth takes that one on the inside, so the leadoff hitter is on with the walk. Up steps CHAPPEL for the Falcons. Her apologies, she's heading into the on-deck circle. Nicole Erb, the designated player. Gonna try to move Roth over from first base. A similar story for the Hawks here, allowing that leadoff hitter on. As Erb fouls that one off herself.
Good job to attack that strike zone after the leadoff walk.
Buchanan quickly ahead, 0-2. That one just misses down and away.
Very good spot there by Presley, hoping to get the call there.
Buchanan attacking the bottom part of the strike zone, trying to induce a ground ball here. Potential for a double play. That one's high, ball gets away. Runner moves on down to second. Perhaps gonna appeal that check swing there. No go, says the infield umpire.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the umpire to make there, as he doesn't really have the greatest angle on the batter. But from our angle,
Erb smacks one to shortstop. That'll get through to KOSTUCH in left field. Runner holds at third. So Nicole Erb moves the runner over with a single here. No outs in the top of the 6th inning.
good job by the left fielder to get that ball in real quick as to stop that runner from scoring.
So here comes CHAPPEL, now pitching for the Falcons.
Runners on the corners here, no outs. Top of the 6th inning. This is a big at-bat here.
Falcons threatening to break up the shutout here. Erskine keeping a close eye at third, trying to keep Roth honest. The 1-0 struck shallow into center field. Kozielek under it. Runner's gonna stay at third. Tagging is the runner heading to second. Kozielek tried to chase her down. Coming into third to score is Roth. A little bit of a chaotic play there, Matt, as everybody seemed a little bit unsure of what to do.
Yeah, a little bit of chaos there as the center fielder tried to run down the runner going to second. That allowed the runner from third to score.
You don't see that too often, a ball into center field where the runner doesn't tag at third but does tag at first. I don't think that's what the Hawks were expecting either, as you said it, Matt. Kozielek trying to do it all herself, catch that ball and charge in for the tag, but couldn't get there in time.
Definitely wanted to move past him, It's a new at-bat, new count.
So Buchanan and the Hawks lose the shutout. That one's popped into left, could be trouble. Nice play by KOSTUCH to track that one down.
As now there's 2 outs in the inning. And Humber doing what they can to try to keep this damage to a minimum.
For that offensive outburst, it was a 1-0 game. So that insurance for the Hawks really coming in handy. Runner thinking about going almost halfway to third. Erb being aggressive on the base pass. Nice work by Erskine there to keep an eye on the runner on second.
Yeah, good job keeping her honest.
And that's cool, calm, collected by Presley Buchanan as she takes that one off the bat of Bergman to end the 6th inning. Or the top of the 6th, that is.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, look what I found. Was Presley Buchanan on that comebacker to the mound. And they were able to keep the damage to a minimum as Fanshawe was only able to muster 1 run.
Able to cash the one there and break up the shutout for Buchanan. But the Hawks remain in control of this game as we'll see Chappell back on the mound for the Falcons.
And it will be Chappell to take the hill once again after relieving Lowry from the game last inning.
It was a tough spot for Chappell to come into, just 1 out, bases loaded. 3 runs ended up scoring, all off pass balls. As KOSTUCH, who made a nice play in left field in the top part of this inning, is going to lead it off for the Hawks.
6, 7, 8 due up in this bottom half of the 6th inning. She's going to take strike 1.
KOSTUCH has some pop in that bat. 4 games played, she has 2 doubles. Takes that one the outside, 1-1 the count.
Yeah, that good extra base power from the middle of the order can be very dangerous from these Humber Hawks.
KOSTUCH able to hold off on that off-speed pitch. Pulls it foul, though. KOSTUCH finding herself behind 0-2 here. Able to get the bat in front of that one to stay alive in this at-bat.
Good battle here by KOSTUCH. Very good job of protecting that plate.
KOSTUCH sees that off-speed pitch from Chappell come in. The 1-2 from Chappell. Bounces in. Fuller takes a hard shot off the face mask there, able to laugh it off. And that's the type of pitches that got them in trouble last inning. Those bouncers into home.
Yeah, KOSTUCH doing a good job to battle here.
Kate KOSTUCH in a nice battle here with Chappell. Trying to extend this 3-run lead. KOSTUCH swings at the 1-2, again fouled back. Doing a nice job of making contact.
This is definitely the kind of at-bat you look for when a new pitcher comes in the game. Want to see as many pitches and want to battle as hard as you can for as long as you can. Make that pitcher work hard for her out.
And once again, fouled away into the dugout. And you said it, Matt. You want to make that pitcher uncomfortable right from the get-go. Hawks have done a great job of that thus far.
Yeah, their plate discipline has been quite good. They haven't swung at too many bad pitches. And if they do, they have been able to foul them off.
The Hawks getting behind KOSTUCH here as the count moves to 2-2. Yet another foul. KOSTUCH with an incredibly impressive at-bat. She's not going anywhere.
Absolutely. I believe the 7th or 8th pitch of the at-bat, she's put up a heck of a battle. As she draws the walk, well done by Kate KOSTUCH.
See the emotion there. KOSTUCH with the fist pump, seeing that ball 4 come in. She worked hard for that walk, earned every bit of it as Bree Oliver steps to the plate.
As she hears those words of encouragement from her Humber bench. Oliver with an opportunity to move someone around the bases.
Oliver has struggled a little bit offensively in her limited at-bats, but shows a ton of potential while in there. Able to hold off that off-speed pitch.
Yeah, good job recognizing that that off-speed is going to end up in the dirt, laying off.
The Hawks open Oliver can become yet another potent bat in the lineup as she fouls that one back.
She's definitely due to find the gap in right or left center.
The Hawks losing a lot of firepower. Aaliyah Davidson and Eliza Gregorius graduating from the program.
And Oliver doing a good job holding off on that pitch. She is behind 2-1. She's got to protect.
2-2 the count. Oliver will try to protect that one in the dirt as well. KOSTUCH will take advantage of that as these balls in the dirt continue to be a problem for Chappell and Fuller.
Yeah, and that's a very good job by KOSTUCH on first because she has that really good angle. She can tell that ball flight's going to end up in the dirt, and she can get a good jump going towards second.
Oliver with the full count. Swinging strike 3. She'll go down on strikes for out number 1. Emily Erskine will now get an opportunity. Trying to cash in Kate KOSTUCH from second base. Erskine takes strike 1. Still looking for her first RBI of the season. Nice opportunity here for her. Yet another pass ball. Kate KOSTUCH trots on down to third. And the Hawks have done a great job of taking advantage of any opportunities on the base paths.
Yeah, Fuller having a little bit of a hard time behind the plate these last couple innings with numerous pass balls.
A little bit of a delay in the action here as we're getting some repairs to the right field wall. We've mentioned a few times how windy it's been today, and between our tents and the outfield wall, they've taken the brunt of it.
Yeah, finding whatever they can to keep those posts firmly on the ground.
Sandbags galore on what's been a gusty day here at Connervale. Erskine takes that one for a ball. 2-1 now the count. Erskine takes strike 2 looking.
It's going to even the count up. Erskine looking to put the ball in play with a runner on third. Hopefully to cash in an easy RBI.
Again, a bouncer into home for ball 3, full count. Erskine try to find her way on bag. Swung on a full count in foul territory, just ticks off the fence, no play for Hopkins.
Erskine staying alive. She'll get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Hawks doing a nice job of battling through their at-bats this inning. Chappell's had to do a lot of work in this relief appearance.
And still with only 1 out.
Erskine again, a foul ball out and away.
These Humber hitters doing everything they can to make sure that Chappell is working her butt off.
Swung on and hit hard into left field. Yet another foul ball from Erskine.
That was an absolute rip down the left field line. She straightens that out.
Big grin on the face of Emily Erskine. She knows she got all of that one.
And then some.
Gotta think she would love to straighten that one out. Hawks as a team still looking for their first home run of the season.
But home runs still, they are not everything. You know, moving players over 1 base at a time still is just as effective.
All count the same on the scoreboard as Erskine once again pokes one out into left.
Pretty much the same spot.
And she's found her stroke late in this at-bat. Full count, she's cranked 2 out to the left field wall.
She's definitely seen enough pitches in this at-bat to start feeling real comfortable.
And as a pitcher, you gotta be nervous when you see a hitter really starting to time you here and make some hard contact. Erskine takes that one in the dirt for ball 4. Yet another great at-bat by the Hawks here. Plate discipline has been on display.
Yeah, Humber Hawks showing off their patience. As we're gonna get a pinch runner here for Erskine.
Erskine likely going to slap on that catcher's gear as she prepares. In fact, it is a pinch runner coming into the game as Emma Woodrow. She'll take over for Emily Erskine. We usually see Erskine take off from the base paths with 2 outs in the inning to get that catcher's gear ready, but just 1 out here in the bottom of 6. So she'll be replaced here by Woodrow. First-year player from Brantford. Kozielek at the dish, taking ball 1. On the very first pitch, it's a steal attempt. Ball gets away, and trotting into home is KOSTUCH. Woodrow will take advantage and trot into third.
I like the aggressiveness by Woodrow to take off with runners on the corners. Fanshawe seemed to have some play active, but that throw just going off of the back of KOSTUCH.
Fuller trying to kick KOSTUCH off guard at third, but the ball does get away. Kozielek with a big rip. A 4-run lead for the Hawks, their largest of today's game.
Kozielek looking for her first RBI of the afternoon.
That's one up for a ball.
These Humber Hawks are doing everything they can to make Chappell work hard.
They've manufactured runs in creative ways as that one's popped up into left field. Able to make the play. Tagging is the runner coming home, able to avoid the tag. And Woodrow comes in as a pinch runner and quickly scores herself a run.
Good job there with a sac fly by Kozielek. Hitting it just deep enough for Woodrow to be able to score.
The Hawks finding all different kind of ways to score, whether it's pass balls, sack flies, RBI doubles, getting it done as they put up 6 runs against the Falcons.
Yeah, surely showing us that they can do it all.
Ferreira has been pretty quiet with the bat today. That's uncommon for her. She's really been the offensive leader of this squad. The Hawks, though, haven't necessarily needed her. 2 straight foul balls down the right field line for Ferreira. She looks to get a hold of one here with 2 outs. Base is clear. Ferreira hits one to the shortstop. Gonna have to leg it out. She's able to do so. No throw from the shortstop, Ali Bergman.
Yeah, Ali Bergman there, fumbling with the ball a little bit. Wasn't able to pick it cleanly. And Alexis Ferreira able to make it to first without the throw.
So we'll see if Dwayne Bowles wants to remain aggressive on the base paths. Ferreira, the best base stealer for the Hawks.
I definitely see no reason why they wouldn't stay aggressive.
Vasso's at the dish, takes strike 1.
Even with 2 outs, Ferreira has a good enough success rate that Dwayne Bowles could be aggressive if he wants to be.
Worst comes to worst, you get caught stealing. As you do see Ferreira go there, possibly the hit and run was on. As Vassos pokes that one foul. And worst comes to worst, Matt, you go for the stolen base with Ferreira. And if she is caught stealing, you got a great hitter, and Vassos going to come right back up to the plate if she's needed in the 7th, which at this rate I would doubt. The 0-2 swung on, it hit to third. Going to be a play at first, and it's in time to end the 6th inning. But another big inning for the Hawks as they extend this lead to 5.
Good scoop there by Hopkins as she makes a routine play first. But another good inning by Humber to put a couple more runs on the board. Give themselves just that little bit of extra insurance going into this last inning here.
The Falcons offense came alive a little bit in the last inning, able to put a run on the board and break the shutout, but they're going to have their work cut out for them here. Their last opportunity. As we take a look at the HSN schedule upcoming, we mentioned that softball doubleheader yesterday against the 6-0 Durham Lords. Men's rugby back in action. They lost their home opener yesterday. Baseball and softball against St. Clair rounding out the schedule. It's an action-packed time of year for us at HSN, and we're having a great time doing it.
Yeah, you definitely can't complain when the sun's out and good baseball is being played.
Where else would you want to spend a Saturday afternoon than at the Ball Diamond? Great day here at Connervale Park once that wind has calmed down a little bit. Sun's shining. The pitcher, Caden Watton, going to come into this one. This will be her first appearance of the season. She had some work in some exhibition games as in a closer role. Not a safe situation for her here as it is a 5-run lead.
But I still don't mind this decision of going to their closer just to securely get those last 3 outs that they need for the win.
It's a busy schedule for this team. Obviously that doubleheader tomorrow against Durham. And then they're on the road Tuesday at Seneca, so maybe trying to preserve their best arms.
Yeah, try to keep everybody as fresh as they can.
4 games played, only 2 pitchers have appeared, Buchanan and Megan Muir. That's a hard hit ball right away off the bat of Paige Askew. So Caden Wadden with 1 pitch and 1 hit given up here in the top of 7.
That's definitely the start that Fanshawe is looking for this half inning. Hopefully Watton can settle down.
Leadoff hitters have been a problem for the Hawks this year. That trend continues as Watton finds the strike zone.
Yeah, so far this game, 4 of the 7 innings, the leadoff man has made it aboard.
Well out in front of that one. 0-2 now the count. Emily Davis seeing her first action of this game. Emily Davis, without an at-bat on the year, gets an opportunity here. Rips that one down the first base line. That's a fair ball. Runner gonna advance to third here, no play. And Davis able to get to second there, so the Fanshawe Falcons cooking here.
Yeah, able to poke it through that big open hole on the right side of the infield.
So not the start the Hawks were looking for, as runners in scoring position here, second and third, still no out. Hopkins at the dish. That one in the dirt, runner's gonna come home. No play at the plate. Coming in, standing up is Paige Askew.
So that's gonna shorten Humber's lead to 4 runs now, with the runner still on third. Defense still's got to be on their toes here.
Watton trying to shut down these Falcons here. Preserve the W for Presley Buchanan, who went 6 innings strong. The 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike right down Main Street. Watton trying to settle into this inning. Gets one there, grounded to Ferreira. Going to be a close play. Pasma collects it. And there is one down here in the top of 7.
Yeah, that was about the ideal ground ball that Humber could have asked for. With it right to the third baseman. That holds the runner on third. Fanshawe unable to score.
A little bit of a slow roller was that ground ball. Made it a tighter play than it could have been. Sam Fuller takes pitch number 1 for a strike. Nice work by Erskine there to block that one, prevent another pass ball. Swung on and missed. Erskine couldn't close the glove in on it.
But she was able to keep it in front of her.
That's what's been important. We've seen how valuable pass balls could be.
Pass balls turning the tide of this ball game. Only a few innings ago.
Another swinging strike, got away from Erskine. She's gonna have to make the play at first. Able to do so, runner coming home. Safe, she gets under the tag of Watton. And the Fanshawe Falcons put up their 3rd run of the game. That throw appeared to be in time, but Watton tagging up high on the runner's body and the feet, able to get in safely.
Yeah, doing a good job of avoiding that tag and sliding right underneath it. But another good defensive effort by Humber to at least attain 1 out.
These Falcons not going down without a fight. That one's popped up into foul territory. Pasma and Erskine won't have a play on it. Two outs now in the top of 7. Falcons have put 2 on the board here in the 7th. Lead remains 3. That one hit hard to Pasma. She's able to knock it down, put a foot on the bag, and mark down a W for the Humber Hawks.
Good job by the lady softball team this afternoon to take the first W of a doubleheader this afternoon, 6-3.
Yeah, it got a little bit interesting there in 7 as Fanshawe able to put a couple on the board, but off a great pitching performance by Presley Buchanan, that RBI double for Megan Murphy got things started off. Altogether, a really well-rounded game from Dwayne Bowles' squad.
Yeah, solid on both sides of the ball. The defense definitely kept them in the game a little bit with a couple of jams there in the second and third inning, but they were able to work out of it.
Yeah, plenty of Falcons base runners in today's game, but you mentioned it, Matt. The defense was stellar. Think back to a couple double plays made by Franchetto out in right field. There's one by Vassos on short. When the defense was needed, they really came up big. As 6-3 is our final score here from Connervale Park. That'll do it for us here at HSN. For Adam Lucier and my broadcasting partner, Matt Caldwell, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you for the 3 o'clock contest.